I know. What you give to me is not for me to keep. It's for the world to see your love. Every day you're giving me your kindness. Every day you're giving me your love. Oh, with every single breath I am reminded that what you give is more than enough. So I'll give a little kindness, give a little kindness, give a little love away. Give a little kindness, give a little kindness, give a little love away. Yeah, you make me shine, you make me glow. You pick me up when I am feeling low. I wanna sing, I wanna dance, and give everyone a chance to hear about this endless love I know. What you give to me is not for me to keep. It's for the world to see your love. Every day you're giving me your kindness. Every day you're giving me your love. Oh, with every single breath I am reminded that what you give is more than enough. So I'll give a little kindness, give a little kindness, give a little love away. Give a little kindness, give a little kindness, give a little love away. Can't keep it to myself, gotta share it with someone else. Your kindness overwhelms my heart, my heart. Can't keep it to myself, gotta share it with someone else. Your kindness overwhelms my heart, my heart. Oh, what you give to me is not for me to keep. It's for the world to see your love. Every day you're giving me your kindness. Every day you're giving me your love. Oh, with every single breath I am reminded that what you give is more than enough. So I'll give a little kindness, give a little kindness, give a little love away. Give a little kindness, give a little kindness, give a little love away. Give a little kindness, give a little kindness, give a little love away. Give a little kindness, give a little kindness, give a little love away.
What on earth was she doing? So messy. Ugh. Hey, welcome to Storyline. Sorry, this place is a little bit of a mess. Today, we're talking about kindness, while we take a look at the story of a woman who really knew how to lend a helping hand. There is so much.
Oh, wow. Thank you for your help.
You're welcome. What happened?
I had to run to the garden store before they closed. Oh, looks like you've already started. Hi, I'm Skylar.
And I'm Sebastian.
Today, we're talking about kindness, which is showing others they are valuable by how you treat them. As you've done by cleaning up my mess.
Anytime. So what are you making and what did you have to buy?
I'm making seed surprises to give away when I go hiking this week. I'll leave them at the trailhead so anyone can take one home.
Seed surprise.
Yep. It's something that started in Japan. Seed surprises are actually called suchi dango, which means earth dumplings.
So, seedy, earthy dumpling surprises. What's the surprise?
An explosion of wildflower beauty.
I'm still lost.
You can help me put them together and figure it out.
Let's make it!
In order to make the seed surprises, you need all my leftover construction paper, water, a blender, cheesecloth, wildflower seeds, and some silicone molds.
And how does all of this become an explosion of wildflower beauty?
First, rip up the construction paper into small pieces.
So this big?
Yep. And once the blender is about halfway full, you need just enough water to fill up to the paper.
Like this?
Exactly. Now, turn it on. And blend until it's a smooth mush. Definitely mushy. Now it's time to strain the water out.
With the cheesecloth?
Exactly. Ready?
Yes.
Now, squeeze out as much of the water as you can.
Oh, that looks like modeling clay.
Kind of feels like it too. Do you mind pouring the water out of the bowl?
Yeah.
Thank you.
I got the bowl.
Time to add the seeds and mix it.
Did you wash your hands?
Always.
Then we put the seedy mush into the molds.
Exactly.
I'm gonna get flowers from my flower.
And I'll make a butterfly for our butterflies. Now, let them dry for 24 hours. When they're done, they'll look like this.
Then what?
Put them anywhere you want flowers, but do ask permission first. Just toss the seed surprise into a patch of dirt or grass, and as the paper decomposes, the seeds will open and flowers will grow.
And it's really cool that it uses up leftover scrap paper.
Speaking of gathering leftovers, it's time for
The story before the story.
Today, we're in the book of Ruth in the Old Testament. After God led the Israelites out of Egypt into the wilderness and finally to the land God had promised to them, the people were ruled by judges.
But even in the promised land, the people experienced times when there's very little rain and not enough food. During one of these times, a man named Elimelech and his wife Naomi moved to the land of Moab, where there was more food.
They had 2 sons who both married Moabite women. After a few years, the 3 men died and the 3 women were left there on their own, which is where our story starts.
Take it away.
Hey everyone, I'm Padma. After Elimelech and his 2 sons died, Naomi, Orpah, and Ruth were left alone. But Naomi heard that God had provided food in her homeland, so she decided to travel back to Bethlehem, her hometown.
Both of you go back. Each of you go to your own mother's home. You were kind to your husbands who have died. You have also been kind to me. So may the Lord be just as kind to you.
No.
We're going with you. Why would you come with me? I have nothing to give you.
At last, Orpah said farewell and left to return home. But Ruth was not ready to go.
Don't try to make me leave you and go back. Where you go, I'll go. Where you stay, I'll stay. Your people will be my people. Your God will be my God.
Naomi could see that Ruth was not going to change her mind. So together they began the long, dusty journey to Naomi's home.
Naomi, is it you?
Are you really back? Where's Elimelech?
What about your sons?
What happened, Naomi?
Don't call me Naomi. My life is very bitter.
The women were astonished at how Naomi had changed. But Ruth continued to show love and kindness to Naomi.
We need food. Let me go out to the fields. I'll pick up the grain that has been left.
One of God's laws said that harvesters should always leave behind some grain that their neighbors could gather if they were in need. That's what Ruth was heading out to do. Gathering grain is difficult work. Ruth was in for a long, hard day.
Please, may I pick the leftovers?
Oh, our master is kind. You may gather anything on the ground that you find.
Ruth worked hard in the heat of the day, stopping only once to rest in the shade. As she continued to gather grain, the owner of the field, Boaz, arrived. After Boaz greeted the harvesters, he asked them,
Who is this young woman in the field? I don't recognize her.
Oh, that's Ruth. She's from Moab. She came back with Naomi?
I know Naomi. Elimelech was part of my family. I will speak with her. Ruth, you are welcome to gather here and in all my fields. When you are thirsty, get water from the water jugs. Rest when you need to. You are safe here.
Sir, why are you being so kind to me? I'm not even from here.
I've heard about your kindness to Naomi. I know that you left your family and your country. May the Lord reward you for what you have done.
Boaz even made sure that his men left extra grain behind for Ruth. When Ruth returned to Naomi that evening, Naomi was amazed to see how much grain she had gathered.
Where on earth did you pick up grain today?
I went to the field of a man named Boaz. He was very kind to me.
Naomi's attitude began to change.
May the Lord bless him. The Lord is still being kind. That man is a close relative of ours. He's one of our family protectors.
Ruth continued to gather grain from Boaz's fields, and in time, Ruth and Boaz were married. Ruth gave birth to a son named Obed, who ended up being the grandfather of King David and the lots of greats grandfather of Jesus.
The Lord be praised.
Thanks to Ruth's kindness to Naomi and Boaz's kindness to Ruth, Naomi was able to let go of her bitterness and welcome joy back into her life. The end.
Wow, Ruth was so patient with Naomi.
Patience is a great way to show kindness.
And by choosing to stay with Naomi, Ruth showed Naomi that she still mattered.
So, what's our part in the story?
No matter how much we love our family and close friends, sometimes it's actually easier to be kind to a stranger. We see our family and friends at their best and their worst, just like Ruth and Naomi. But you can still choose to be kind, even when someone you love is driving you nuts.
Yeah, when my brother gets grouchy, it's annoying. And then I get grouchy too, and then, I snap back at him.
Instead of being annoying back, you can say something encouraging or do something nice for him.
Yeah, to be honest, it's so easy to bug someone you love because you know them so well.
Like making annoying noises.
Or poking them in the arm.
Choosing kindness means you're not gonna push any of those buttons.
Plus, you can choose kindness by thanking your family or friends when they help you.
Especially your parents, because they do so much for you.
Saying thank you is a great way to show them you value them.
Sounds like you've got it. See you next time.
Bye. So here's the thing. Be kind to the people closest to you.
It'll be like a kindness surprise growing all over your home.
Speaking of, I gotta get ready for my hike and give away these seed surprises.
Can I join you?
Of course.
Thanks for joining us in the Story Lab. See you next time. So, what kind of flowers are gonna grow from these?
It'll be a surprise, but it'll also be beautiful.
Hey, you finally trying cologne?
No, just putting on some repellent before I go on a hike.
Oh, good idea. Mosquitoes can be such pests.
Oh, yeah, well, not just mosquitoes. We have tick repellent, bear repellent, hawk repellent, animated gator repellent, spider repellent, and of course I have a little...
Hold on, let me guess. Is it odor repellent because you need it?
Oh, close! So close! Wait. Here you go.
Let me see.
Come on. You can do it.
Wah! Whoa! What is that?
Brandon repellent. campers, I'm John.
I'm Brandon.
And you're watching
The
So-and-so
Show.
We have a very exciting show for you today.
We sure do.
With a very special guest who's with us.
Yeah, she sure is.
Who's gonna teach us about traveling.
She sure what?
Please
wait,
welcome.
Hold on, wait. I thought that we were teaching about kindness.
Yeah, but we're talking about that in the Bible story. I thought we could open this whole thing up talking about the great outdoors before that.
Well, the Bible story takes place in the great outdoors, so we don't need to talk about that now. Besides, I already invited a guest to talk about kindness.
What? They're here now?
Yeah.
But so is my guest.
But you can't have
No,
your guest.
what if my guest goes first, then your guest can go next?
Well, then you'll cut our segment short, and that's not enough time.
Well, I'm not gonna tell my guest she can't come on. She's the perfect guest.
Mine too.
Did someone say manners?
No.
Please welcome Melinda Manners.
No.
Right in front of you.
Excuse me. Pardon, please. Whoop.
Looks like we're doing the duffel shuffle.
Here we go. I've got it.
Okay. Oh, right.
Well, thank you
so
so much for
kindly
coming
for being
in,
a
Sugar.
special
I'm so
guest
sorry
on our
about this
show today,
mix-up.
Melinda.
Please
No
call
problem.
me
It's
Miss
not the first time
Manners.
I've had to share
Apologies
the
and
spotlight.
apologies. If
Well,
I
why don't you let our viewers know who you are and what you know?
Quite all right.
Like they don't already
Sharing
know.
is caring and caring is sharing.
Hey there,
I
I'm
never
Sugar
mind
Tiltwell, and I work for the Thomas
spotlight.
Traveling Carnival. Did she just steal my spotlight?
Oh yeah, they're gonna steal lines and spotlights and segments.
Oh, we must never make faces at another person.
Yeah, so it
is
sounds like you
not
enjoy the
kind.
traveling
you,
carnival, so you must enjoy traveling.
I'm so
wouldn't
that's
say
why
that.
you're the perfect guest.
you
You know,
travel
you
so
are our
often.
kindness expert.
Yeah,
Well, that is
too
kind of
often.
you to say.
I've been carrying the same backpack for the last
is
20
about showing
years.
others the valuable
20?
by how you treat them.
How old are you?
It's
never
not
polite to ask a lady
woman
her age.
I'm sorry.
Moving
I'm just
on. It was
kidding.
kind of fascinating to be here
But
on
I
the
have
show
been traveling
today,
for
and it's
so
just
long,
also
and
kind
within a
of you
moment's
to
notice
still
that I
let
have learned
Sugar
how to
have
pack
her
everything
little
into
segment.
one bag in the most
Actually,
efficient
I
way
have
possible.
a book about this.
Oh, you have a book. Okay, great.
What's in there?
Well, let's see.
Okay.
Oh, hi, it's part of a. Oh, here's the
Deodorant. Which you could use.
Oh, does this help you, John?
Clothes.
Oh.
Which need to be washed.
Yeah.
Woo! I know I have this book in here somewhere.
And for when I get bored.
A trillion ways to be kind. Oh.
I'm Melinda Manners.
Good heavens, you found my book.
No. It's my book.
I beg your pardon, darling. As you can see on the cover, I wrote it.
Yes. And as you can see on the cover, it came out of my bag. And I'm reading it.
Would you please be so kind as to hand me my book this instant?
Finders, keepers.
Losers, weepers!
You're supposed to be mannerly.
Give me the...
Oh,
Here's your hat.
Here. Being kind to someone shows you care. To care is to share. Oh.
To care is to share. I'd forgotten I wrote that.
Yeah. I think we all need to learn that.
yeah.
I suppose we should.
Share the spotlight.
Oh, but we don't have a. Oh.
It's Bible story time!
Hey everyone,
Yeah.
are you packing for a trip?
More like unpacking.
I see. Well, actually, this is perfect. Would you like to help me unpack this story?
Why, I'd be
Sure.
delighted.
Great. Join me for another edition of Human Head Puppet Theater. Our story today is from the book of Ruth. Once, there was a famine in the land of Judah, which meant there wasn't enough food for everyone. So, families left their homes in search of food. One of those families was Naomi, her husband, and 2 sons. While they were gone, Naomi's husband died, and her 2 sons married Orpah and Ruth. They all lived together for about 10 years until the 2 sons also died. When Naomi heard there was food in Judah again, she prepared to return. On their way to Judah, Naomi had a change of heart.
I've been thinking you two should go back to your homeland. I can't offer you anything better. May the Lord be as kind to you as you have been to me through all these years.
When Orpah and Ruth heard this, they broke down and wept loudly.
Oh, but Naomi, we want to go with you.
Ah! Go home, my daughters. Why would you want to come with me?
Orpah chose to return home. But Ruth held on to Naomi.
Where you go, I'll go. Where you stay, I'll stay. Your people will be my people, and your God, my God.
All right, come along.
They arrived just in time to harvest the barley, so there was plenty to eat.
I'll run to the fields and pick up grain that's left over. I'm new here, so I hope someone will be kind to me.
As it turned out, that field belonged to a relative of Naomi's husband. His name was Boaz. He was a very important man.
Who are you?
I'm Ruth. I returned with Naomi.
Ah, yes. I've heard all about you. You can gather as much grain from my field as you like.
Why are you being so kind to me?
Well, because you left your family to be with Naomi. You came to live here in a new land with people you don't know. That's a very kind thing to do.
Thank you.
You bet.
Later, Boaz shared his food with Ruth. She ate till she was full and saved the leftovers for Naomi. On top of that kind act, Boaz gave her extra grain to take home. Ruth ended up with 30 pounds of barley.
Yum! Who did you say gave us all this food?
His name is Boaz.
You should totally marry that guy.
And that's what happened. Ruth and Boaz were married. Naomi's life was changed because of Ruth's kindness. And Ruth's life was changed because of Boaz's kindness. Kindness changes things.
Oh, I'm so happy.
Me too.
This has been the best day.
The end.
Wow. Who knew kindness could make such an impact?
Right? And the impact was bigger than you know, because Ruth and Boaz went on to have a son who would be the great, a lot of greats grandfather of Jesus.
Whoa, that sounds like kindness changes people's lives.
It sure does. Thank you all for kindly helping.
Thank you for the amazing story. We'll see you next time.
My word, what an excellent example of kindness.
Yeah. Ruth could have gone back home to live with her family, but she chose to stay with her mother-in-law in a strange land.
It's really cool because sometimes it's hardest to be kind to the people who are the closest to you, but you should really try.
Yeah, that's something I should have done earlier. I'm sorry for not consulting you about our guest.
Yeah, me too.
Well done, chaps.
Oh.
Reveal the question. When is it hard to be kind? All the time.
Hear, hear. Sugar, I can possibly imagine that being kind is a challenge for you.
You'd be surprised. But yeah, it is. Especially when it's someone close to me. Not physically close. Like a close friend. Like you two.
Yeah, it is strange, but it's true. There are times when we get on each other's nerves.
Yeah, or hurt each other's feelings.
Or make each other angry.
And when that happens, it can be difficult to show kindness.
Yeah, but ultimately, our friendship is more important than the stuff that irritates us.
So we find ways to stay kind and to keep the friendship going.
Yeah.
Thanks for sharing, boys. Now it's your turn. When is it hard to be kind?
Discuss it together.
And we'll see you next time on
The So-and-So Show! 4-part harmony.
Let's try it again. 2, 3, 4.
The So-and-So Show! Just like Bananarama.
To share is... Nope, that's wrong. I'm gonna back it up.
Is to bear each other's burdens.
Or make each other angry.
Yeah, and then what happens is we can't be something we don't know.
We just fumble through our lines.
Just
And
like
we can't
reach
say
for
the
things that is there.
right
Words
on the
out of
screen.
my mouth. Wherever you go,
Whatever you do.
we're gonna go through this separately. Wow! Do it like that, Brandon. Wow!
Show it again.
Wow!
Okay.
Wow!
And I almost banged my head on the
Yeah,
table.
yeah. Wow!
He'll actually base.
Wow!
Is that close?
That's it.
Okay, I feel like I'm not doing what you're doing. Okay.
Wow! The So-and-So Show!
Did you sing it good?
I did. Ready?
Yeah.
So...
So.
So.
Oh, all right.
Oh, yeah, we got all kinds.
Wow!
You did it.
You know, I can't do it.